We're at the 30th anniversary of Star Trek. Okay, and what is your name and where are you from?
My name is Ed Vasquez. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
And what do you do for a living?
I am, of course, a computer tech, like most, people that come here to this sorts of conventions.
That is highly impractical. We do not have computers anymore. Everything is digitized.
Well, not true. If it was on your ship, I mean, I'm pretty sure that you guys use that. Oh, computer, make me a sandwich. I mean, that's highly illogical, I think.
I think you are highly illogical.
I think you're highly illogical times 2.
You are highly illogical times 3 trillion.
And I think the probability of that is highly illogical.
I think the probability of that is older than the age of the universe, which makes you improbable.
Well, according to the string theory, that is not even possible because there are multiple, dimensions. So in the 13th dimension, that would probably be that possibility.
Quantum mechanically speaking, you could tunnel through an alternate universe. If you have enough energy, you could warp space-time and you could get to the other side. Like that.
I see your point, but I don't think the Force would allow you to have that. But
again, we're here at the Star Trek convention. We're here with a giant tribble. And what is your name? That is highly illogical. Where are you from? He is from... Let me do my Vulcan translation. He is from... Actually, I think this is my lost tribble friend, Chewie. How you doing, Chewie? Chewie is my buddy. James, please beam me up. James? James? Where's James? James? Will someone get this big walking carpet out of my way? Very interesting. And you are Fiona from Shrek?
No, I'm from Star Wars.
And what character are you?
I can't remember the character's name.
This laughter is highly illogical. There are a few times a year that I get in heat and my green blood is boiling over your beauty, your sensuous beauty. Do you want to fornicate? And we're back at the Star Trek convention and we're with
Eric.
And
Lori?
And if my memory serves me correctly, this reminds me of the episode where we went back in time to Nazi Germany. And why are you here at the Star Trek convention?
Well, Lucas designed us that way.
He designed us this way.
Luke?
Lucas, the maker.
Fascinating.
Lucas.
Lucas.
And it's not Star Trek.
Excuse me?
It's not Star Trek.
That is illogical. How could it not be a Star Trek?
See any other yellow shirts around?
If my memory serves me correctly, didn't Star Trek come before Star Wars? And how could there be a war inside of a star?
That's a very complicated thing. I think it has something to do with midichlorians.
You heard it right here. Midichlorians. Jim, beam us up. Hello again. We're at the 30th anniversary of the motion picture release of Star Trek, the motion picture. We're here with...
You don't know the power of the dark side.
That is very logical. So, where are you from?
Java wa ninki ko babuisha ni kaitan ni wa nyaros ka.
Very, very interesting. Aren't you a little too short to be an Imperial Guard?
Up your shaft.
This is very logical. I don't understand these creatures. Pathetic Star Wars creatures. And we are back. I'm with the Borg Queen, and this is the time of the month where I am in heat. Where are you from?
I'm not a Borg queen.
Then what are you?
I'm a Sith Lord
And what solar system are you from?
from a galaxy far, far away.
That is illogical. If it was that far away, how would you be here?
I just am. I took my transport.
Describe transport. My green blood cannot comprehend these wits coming from a Borg.
You're not that bright, are you?
I believe in pure logic. Brightness has to do with my iris of my eyeballs.
No, brightness has to do with my lightsabers.
It's George Lucas, my nemesis. George, why did you steal from our series?
I am not George Lucas.
But George, Star Trek came before Star Wars. Why'd you steal from Roddenberry? You're my nemesis.
I am not George Lucas.
Sure.
Honestly, I am not George Lucas.
George, there's going to be a lawsuit between Paramount and 20th Century Fox. Jim, beam us up. Jim, could you please beam us up? We have two.
Doctor, we need to go on.
We have two to beam up.
However,
Doctor?
I am not George Lucas.
George, I'm your #1 fan.
Thank you.
Even though I work for Paramount and you work for 20th Century Fox.
I am sorry to hear that, Doctor. But you're still my friend. My friend?
Thank you, my friend George.
You're welcome, Dr. Spock.
Thank you. And what is your name and what province of Canada do you come from?
I don't live in Canada. I live in California. My name is Amy Deanhart, and I live in Fullerton.
Is that near Fresno?
Fresno? No, it's in Orange County.
Disney.
Yes, Disney, yes.
You're from Planet Disney.
Yes, I am. I'm from Planet Disney.
Strange, but fascinating. And you are from?
Same place as her, Orange County.
You have very big eyes for humanoids.
Thank you.
How's Goofy and Donald these days?
Donald and Goofy are pretty good, actually. They're taking a break right now. But, hopefully by the end of next week they'll be out and jumping around. They had a fall. They fell off the Matterhorn.
Are you mute?
Yes.
She's a talking mute. Fascinating. Jim, we have 3 to beam up. And we're back. And we're with Samuel L. Jackson.
If he had been converted to the dark side.
Dark side. That's not logical. How could there be a side that's dark? That would mean that there's no shadow. And if there's no shadow, that would mean there's a lack of light. There's no logic in that. I do not understand what I'm saying.
Logic has nothing to do with this. The dark side is forever. This is
And we're here at the Star Trek convention. 30th anniversary of the movie Star Trek, the motion picture, one of the best all-time movies of all time by Paramount. And we're here with
Natalie.
of
Ryloth.
that is very illogical. I have never heard of that system. And you are
Sky.
Skywalker?
Sky Light Rider.
Sky Light Rider. Perplexing. So, did your parents dress you this morning, or was it George Lucas himself?
We were born this way.
They were born this way. I was born 100%, 50% Vulcan. Any comment?
You do realize this is a Star Wars convention, right?
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, and I have no emotion.
Right.
I still have no emotion. Interesting.
Besides, if you're half human, wouldn't you have a little bit of emotion?
I have 100%, 50% emotion, which I suppress under my green blood.
Interesting.
Thank you. And now I'll attempt to do a mind meld on this lovely lady.
Dude, her brain's up here. All right, that's it.
And we're back at the Star Trek convention with the Klingon and his slave.
Star Wars convention. That's not
Whatever, that is illogical.
Bantha rump and roasted kadu.
And how long have you been a Klingon for?
I have been a alien gourmand for the last 30 years.
Okay, and your slave wife, how long have you been with the Klingon?
I object to you calling me a slave, Vulcan. That is completely illogical. There is no slavery in this galaxy. Dude.
Quite out. Stir and whip and whip and stir. Stir and whip and whip and stir.
So we're back with these illogical characters. I wish Jim could just beam me up, but I guess he's not going to. And what is your name and where are you from, Mr. Klingon?
My name is Gourmand. I'm from the Star Wars Holiday Special, cooking up some good grub for you.
Very illogical. And you?
Is illogical? Myself, I'm from the planet Alderaan, and I'm a member of the Rebel Alliance, and it's people like you who I'm sure would join the Imperials if you were in the proper universe that we are determined to wipe out.
I cannot comprehend that. So you must be a member of the Borg.
Of the Borg?
You look like the Borg Queen.
To assimilate you, I said we were going to wipe you out.
That is not very practical. I do not understand wipe out. Is that an 80s song?
Is what an 80s song?
Wipe out?
Wipe out. I think it was the 50s, actually.
The 50s. That's very illogical. I will have to do time travel. I will have to put enough energy to warp space-time in order to get from 2007 to 1957, if my noodle is correct.
Well, if you do, please look and see if you can find some good recipes. I'm always looking for some more.
Did you know there have been more Star Trek movies than Star Wars movies?
But at least with Star Wars, it's not only the odd-numbered ones that are good.
What are you trying to say?
I think you know.
I do not understand. My green blood cannot comprehend this trash. This fucking trash.
trash.
No,
All I have is
dinner.
nutritious grub. Dinner. Please have some.
We haven't brought out Jar Jar.
I like chicken. We have chicken on our home planet. We use them to throw at peach quackers.
Is this a family show?
It is a family show.
You may look at it, but please don't choke it.
Okay, I'll try not to choke the chicken. But if you please die right now, please die.
Oh no, what am I gonna have for dinner now? You've killed my chef.
And we're with a very sexy individual. And what's your name?
Her name was
Princess Leia.
She was a princess.
Of what city and state?
Of Alderaan.
Alderaan blow up.
Hey, Alderaan shot first.
He'd have to put the Death Star plans into the rebellion's hands. So
I have a question for you. How do you have a war in a star?
So they stopped into Mos Eisley to have a drink with Han at the Star Wars.
It's among the stars.
That is incomprehensible, if that is a word. Who dressed you, your mother or Luke Skywalker?
Oh, Hannah Solo.
Okay. Jim, beam us up. Beam us up now. Do you know Star Wars is not as good as Star Trek? If it wasn't for Star Trek, there would not be Star Wars.
If there weren't for Flash Gordon, there wouldn't be Star Trek.
Flash Gordon was a pansy.
You got me there.
If I was not logical, I would want to kick your ass.
I don't think you'd be able to.
I could try kicking your ass. Beam me up.